share birthday fragrances for my birthday month. So I wanted to come on before the month comes to a complete end and share my fragrances for this particular month. Now, they may have been gifted, I may have treated myself, whatever the case may be. These are my fragrances. I think there's maybe only one that I've worn so far this month, and I love doing this. This will be my second, maybe my third year doing this, where I come on and share with you guys fragrances I either got for my birthday, treated myself for my birthday, or wore during my birthday month. So I'm not going to go through all of the fragrances that I've worn so far. There's too many to name, but I'm going to show you my birthday month frags. All right, so let's get into it. If you can hear my music in the background, I'll be sure to share the album cover with you somewhere doing this recording. Just chilling and vibing out, listening to some great music. And I wanted to, again, pop on and share these fragrances with you guys. Before we get into that, I want to welcome you and greet you. We are super, super glad to have you. I can't just assume that we all know each other already. So welcome. We are glad to have you. I am your girl, again, Color Me Bad Lynn. And on my channel, we talk about, you guessed it, fragrances that are in my collection, fragrances that are on my wish list, fragrances that may be in your collection or your wish list. I can't wait to hear your face. The ones that I share with you that you already have, suggestions. I've already got 2 fragrances on my cart that a couple of my subbies mentioned to me that I need to add to my collection. So let's go. The first fragrance I wanted to share with you guys, and I'm not sharing these fragrances in any particular order. These are just birthday month fragrances. Again, gifted, treated myself, whatever. Let's go. This fragrance actually is not new to my collection, but this is a re-add on. I was running low on this one. I have shared my love for all of these fragrances that come from this particular line. I love all of them. This one was almost out. I was almost out of this one, and so I decided to add this one to my collection, back into my collection, make sure that I keep it going. So I'm gonna open up the box for you guys. This is how all of the fragrances in this particular collection come. I love the fragrance coffin that they come in. These are absolutely gorgeous. They're not stuck in there too tight, so you can easily pull these out. I mentioned to you that one of the fragrances that I wanted to share with you guys I've been wearing this month, I absolutely love. This one is Al Hermain Amber Oud Tobacco Edition. I love a good tobacco. Note, this is a unisex fragrance from Al Hermain. I love oud. I've got a few recordings out there showing my love for oud, my love for oud and rose. I love a good tobacco note. I love spices. I love cinnamon. I love cardamom. And these fragrances are so beautifully put together that I know for a fact that all of the ones in this particular collection, I have 4 of them out of this collection, that whenever they get low, even if I don't re-up on them right away, they are a top priority on my list, you guys. These fragrances, they last all day long. I'm not going to get into too much detail about these fragrances, but if you love Al Hermain's fragrances, you love oud, you love a beautiful note, a beautiful sweet note of tobacco, if you love spices in your fragrance, if you love a good sexy oud, a good inviting unisex fragrance where both you and your partner can wear this, get you some. Okay, so again, not in any particular order of love most. Some of these fragrances are like new to my collection. I've never had them before. Some of them I've never smelled before, and some of them I'm re-adding to my collection or will re-gifted them. Let's go. And by the way, I would like to shout out and wish everybody a happy birthday that has summer birthdays, especially in the month of August. Happy birthday, guys. All right, next up on the list is Tea Rose. You guys have heard me talk about this fragrance for eons and eons. I got introduced to this fragrance by the fragrance, I wouldn't say king, but one of the most popular YouTubers that talk about fragrances. I believe Jeremy Fragrance is where I first heard about this fragrance from. I can't live without this, y'all. I mean, on top of my fragrances, underneath my fragrances, this is such a gorgeous fragrance. It lasts all day long. It is extremely affordable. And there are a couple of other fragrances that come along in this line that I've got on my cart that I wasn't aware of, that I want to add and find out what they're working with. But this is so gorgeous. I believe this is a 4 fluid ounce, and normally it takes me anywhere between, I would say, 6 months, maybe a year. I think this is my second bottle this year of this, and trust me, it is extremely affordable. Like I said, I can't live without it, y'all. This is one of those fragrances that if I had a choice, I always say a choice of 10 fragrances, I bumped it up to 25. 25 fragrances that I could keep in my collection and the rest give away. This will be in that number. It is that beautiful. It's absolutely gorgeous. It says it all. T-Rose, get you some. Well, you know what Keith Sweat said. He said something. Just ain't right. All right. Let's keep it moving. Now, again, you know I love oud. If you've seen a couple of my videos way back yonder, I'm on a lifelong journey for the most beautiful oud and rose fragrances. I'll be searching forever, y'all. There are so many fragrances out there with oud and rose that claim to be the best, or not so much claim to be the best, that fragrance lovers and snobs all over the world claim are the best. So we just keep on digging, right? This particular fragrance, I can't remember how I got to know this fragrance and how I fell in love with this fragrance. But I was probably watching another content creator. I like to give shout outs to those where I get information from for the most part. I can't remember where I got this information from. I'm telling you the honest truth. But this particular fragrance, you guys, is so beautiful. I think this is my third bottle of this since I got hip to this. It doesn't last that long, especially in the wintertime. With me, I like to layer with this fragrance. You can wear it by itself. I like to spray it on like around bedtime, or if I'm going somewhere and I just want to smell really, really pretty. And I want my fragrance to last and permeate but not be too sexy. A little sexy. Okay, this much sexy. Okay, that much sexy. Okay, it's sexy, y'all. This is, and I think this is Al Rahab. This one is oud and rose. I'm going to bring the bottle in a little closer. As you can see, I told you, a couple of these fragrances I've been wearing this summer. Well, this August, I should say, in my birthday month. So I've been playing around with this. As you can see, I've already put a dent in this one, you guys. So I know for sure by winter time, I'm going to need another bottle. Very, very affordable. Extremely affordable. Smells absolutely amazing. This is so good. If you love oud and you love the smell of roses, you know, try this out first because it's really not expensive. Make sure if you have a significant other that they like this scent, because if you climb in bed and you got this on and choke them out, it's not going to be a good night for you, because it's really hard to scrub this off. Okay, it's so strong, so potent. It gets in those pores and mixes with your body chemistry, especially if you have really oily skin or normal to oily skin. This thing rocks all day and all night until you scrub down. I'm talking about you have to soak this out. So beautiful from beginning to end. Love at first sniff. Extremely affordable. I'm going to bring the bottle in a little bit closer so you can kind of see what it looks like. But you can probably go on, so you can just type in like Al Rahab fragrances, and you'll find all of their different fragrances. If you don't mind kind of trying the menu per se, meaning that you're blind buying. You don't know what you're gonna get. You don't know if you're gonna like the fragrances, but you're okay with that because you're building a fragrance or cologne collection, and you are okay with burning a couple of dollars here or there just to kind of get used to what you do and don't like, get used to what your partner does and doesn't like on you. That does matter. Yeah, you know what I always say, get you some Al Rahab food and rubs. I keep trying to tell them to quit playing with Keith Sweat. Stop playing with them. You better listen. All right, the next one on the list is from the same house of fragrances. This actually is my first time trying this particular scent, but when I found out how beautiful the Oud and Rose was, I was looking for a really beautiful permeating apple fragrance with oud in it that would go really good with another apple fragrance of mine that smells really good on me, but it doesn't give me the longevity that I like in my fragrances. I like my fragrances to pop on me, and I'm talking about pop all day. And sometimes you just don't get that from fragrances, no matter how much you spend on them, no matter how little you spend on them. You just have to do trial and error. And that is why, as I express on most of my recordings, that I like to try my fragrances out by taking a nap wearing them. And then that way, when I wake up from my little siesta, if I still smell the fragrance, and the fragrance smells good on me, it tells me everything that I need to know about that offering of fragrance that I'm trying out. Now, every now and again, I will grab a fragrance and wear it and don't give it a test run. And sometimes I get, lucky with it and it's a great outcome. And sometimes in the middle of wearing that fragrance, I'm like, yeah, we can't rock this anymore. Or if we rock it, we're going to have to try some different things. Yes, sometimes it takes a little extra effort when it comes to your fragrances. You make an investment for yourself to smell good and look good. And every now and again, you may use the wrong body cream or body lotion. You may use the wrong sealing powder. You may spray too much of the fragrance on. All of those things are major factors on how your fragrance performs for you, along with what you're eating. So let's get into this one. This one is a love apple, or what you've eaten, I should say. You guys, if you love the smell of beautiful apple fragrances, beautiful oud, something that's gonna last all day, this is so gorgeous. Now, I wouldn't wear this in like super high heat unless this is like layered to the T, and you're going to be somewhere where there's beautiful ventilation, like good air conditioning, really nice fan work. If you're going to be out for the evening and you know that the temperature is going to drop a little bit while you're out, then you can rock this. I tried wearing this in super high heat, and it didn't perform for me personally the way that I would have liked for it to do. It's a little bit too sweet for extreme heat, and what I mean by extreme heat, 90 degrees and above. So this one is something that you want to wear when it's a little bit cooler, like when it's a nice little rainy day or a rainy evening. If you know you're going to be out, and once the sun goes down, if you're out for a nice play in the park, music in the park after dark, and you're wanting something really sweet, when the breeze blows by, you get a nice little whiff of your fragrance. Extremely affordable. Again, Al Rahab Love Apple. Get you some. It is so gorgeous, you guys. Yeah, I mean, like, now that's better. Okay, but then I gotta fix these strings. You know what I'm saying? You know how they put them little strings on the inside of your clothes to keep them from sliding off the hangers, but then you can't never get them tucked in? I don't have no Betty Davis shoulders, you know what I mean? And so these things be hanging out. Hold on for a second. Uno momento. Okay, now that's better. All right. You know, every now and again, we all have a little bit of a wardrobe malfunction. Sometimes we have several within one day. 24 hours, that is. Moving right along. Our next fragrance, again, is from Escada. And this particular house of fragrances normally don't work that well for me. I'm just going to be honest with you. I've had a few throughout the years, and I always end up kind of gifting them away. Giving them to somebody who can use them, that they smell good on. so on and so forth. And recently I had an opportunity to add this into my collection. Let me wipe it off a little bit because it's looking a little dusty. Actually, it's just got fingerprints on it, and it's got that type of glass where you can kind of see everything. And I didn't bring my fragrance cloth over or my glasses, so we're not going to talk about notes today. We'll do reviews on these later on down the line. But this is Magnetism by Escada. I love this sweet berry fragrance, and normally sweet berries and myself are real funny with one another. It have to be a certain type of blend in order for it to work well for me. This is really, really pretty. It has a little bit of a lactonic twist to this. It's like a berry and tropical vibe combined together with a little bit of milkiness somewhere in there. Beautiful. If I were to describe this scent, especially on me, it is definitely a bedtime fragrance around the house, chilling, vibing. Definitely for me, not a work scent, but this is gorgeous. I really, really have been enjoying this. I tried it like a couple times to kind of play around with it and see what I thought about it. And again, I am going to eventually do a review on this particular fragrance. Even though it's an oldie but goodie, this is really, really a beautiful offering from Escada. I always love their fragrances. They just never really rock really well with my body chemistry. So again, I always end up just letting them collect dust, giving them away, things of that nature. This one I'm keeping, y'all. This is Magnetism by Escada. Get you some. Okay, so I have shared my love and passion for, of course, white diamonds. And it was because it was one of my mom's favorite fragrances. This is a flanker of white diamonds. And I think I've come on and shared this fragrance. But this is a part of my birthday month batch of fragrances. I really can't remember. But I wanted to add this one and share this one because I kind of wore this one time and sprayed like everything I got with it. It was something about, I like the bottle, first of all. I love the frosted glass. Of course, I love the faux diamonds that they put around the rim of each bottle. Of course, you know, white diamonds last forever on your skin if you can rock any of the fragrances. When I was coming up, I wasn't aware that they had, you know, you would see like the different flankers of white diamonds, but I never thought to try any of them or get any of them from my mom because I just knew she always liked the original one. Just never really thought about it. And as I've been rediscovering fragrances, getting reacclimated to the fragrances that were in my collection, knocking the dust off of things, just getting back into collecting them, I have really taken a liking to the flankers of the original white diamonds. This one I think is Brilliance something. I can't remember, and I didn't bring my glasses, but you guys will remember the bottle to this. It is a really pretty citrus fragrance. I will share with you that it starts off extremely strong first spray out. But there is something about this fragrance, aside from it being aldehydic, that is really romantic and sexy. Now, if you spray the whole bottle out on yourself, you're going to knock somebody out. It is extremely strong, and it can turn into an old lady frag real quick on you, depending on what you've eaten and what you're doing for the day. I don't recommend spraying down in this heavily because you don't need to. Only a little bit of this goes a really, really, really long way. But I wanted to share this because I've been playing around with this month and really been enjoying this fragrance as a part of my birthday month fragrances. This is a flanker of the original white diamonds, Brilliance. If you love a really pretty citrus fragrance, you'll enjoy this. If you love Happy by Clinique, the original, this is like the grandmother to that. Get you some. Okay, here we go, y'all, with one of these fragrances. I don't know the name of it, and then I don't even have my glasses. I'm gonna do my best to share with you what this says. It says Ra'ut Al-Oud is the name of this fragrance. It is a fragrance by Lattafa. I'm gonna show you the bottle. When I tell y'all, have a good day. Have a good day. You know what color me mean when she say have a good day. If you don't ask nobody. They can't explain me like I can tell you. Have a good day. This is such a beautiful offering from Latifah. Like, they just keep coming with them. They just have them. Like, this fragrance, I don't even think it's like super new. And I had never heard of this, never seen the bottle. And you know, I think I know all of them. I check them out. I may not buy them or ask for them when they first come out, but I know about them. And I was scrolling through some, I don't know, probably Amazon, and I saw this bottle, and I said, it doesn't even matter to me what this smell, what this smell like. It is so beautiful, you guys. If you love oud, and you love sexy, and you love sophisticated, and you love sensuous, classy, it's like beast mode mama girl fragrance with etiquette. Such a beautiful scent. Like, I don't have anything in my collection exactly like this. It is like sitting on a cloud, smelling pretty, looking pretty. Have a good day. You heard what Keith Sweat said. He said, make it last forever. And at the very end of the song, he said, I love you. Break it down. Break it all the way down. All right, next fragrance on the list. We're narrowing it down. I'm not going to go through all of them. I think I got 3 or 4 more to share with you guys. All right, so this particular fragrance, which one? I'm trying to think if I want to share that one today. I don't know. Okay, so let's do this one. This one is a repurchase also, you guys. So this is some sexy for the low. I discovered this fragrance. I haven't even opened this one up yet. This one I discovered on, I want to say Instagram. You know how you get the little things to scroll down on Instagram, and this fragrance popped up through one of those little websites. I had never heard of the website either, and they have really good discounted fragrances. I'm not going to mention them because they're not sponsoring this video, but if they decide to do so, I will shout their names to the mountaintops. Howsoever, this fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. It is a Russian fragrance. I will share with you that if you like sweet, spicy, sexy fragrances, you are going to love this fragrance. And I'll tell you what, if you like this, you'll like that. If you like Opium by Yves Saint Laurent, or as some of the youngins say, YSL. If you like Poison, Hypnotic Poison by Christian Dior, you will enjoy this fragrance. Fraction of the cost, lasts all day long. Whenever I wear this, people always ask me, what do I have on? Or they just say, you smell good. This is so beautiful. And I added this to my collection probably at the end of last year, beginning of this year. Extremely affordable. Like super affordable. It's not going to break the bank. You don't have to miss paying a bill to buy it or anything like that. Really affordable. Super shocker. When I saw this, I thought to myself, I want to check this out and find out. Let me bring the packaging in for you guys. I'm not going to open this one up because the one that I have, it still got juice in it already. Okay, beautiful fragrance, absolutely gorgeous. And I think what caught my attention about this one was the bottle. I love pretty bottles as well as fragrances, and so sometimes if I see a bottle, like I was sharing with you about that last Latifah offering that I shared with you guys, I didn't care whether it smelled good or not on me. The bottle was so gorgeous and the price was really good, and I was like, I gotta have it just for collector's sake purposes. Gorgeous. So the bottle is pretty and the fragrance is good. And I'm gonna share this because I like spraying down in this at nighttime sometimes if I had a really long day, and I just want to feel real warm and cozy and sexy before I go to bed. I spray a little bit of this on. You got just a little bit at night, but do it in the daytime. Beast mode mama girl on rollerblades. Get you something. Okay, well, you know, have a good day. The next fragrance on the list is from the design house of none other than Calvin Klein. I don't think there goes by like one summer where I don't add something Calvin Klein to my collection. I don't buy fragrances like every time I get some money in my hands or anything like that. But you know, I wait, and if I see something that I like, I put it on my cart. And you know, sometimes you do impulsive buys. This fragrance shocked me. Okay, I've shared, and I got a video on Calvin Klein somewhere, but I love fragrances from the design house of Calvin Klein. Not only are they affordable, but they all smell really good on me. Even the ones that aren't that popular, they just smell amazing on me. Most of them last all day long. They just smell good on me. So I'm definitely a Calvin Klein girl. I always will be. And so when I find a fragrance, or I find a really good price on a fragrance, I try to snatch it up. And this, you guys, shocked me. It's called CK1 Shock for Her. And when I say, no pun intended, but CK1, the original one, when it first came out, I wanted that fragrance to smell good on me so bad. I used to spray the whole bottle, but it just wasn't my zhuzh. It wasn't my scent. It wasn't my scent profile. But I've always loved it. And as I said, I love Calvin Klein fragrances. One day I'm going to come on, because I've added some new ones since the last time I've done a recording on Calvin Klein. We're going to talk about them. Maybe before the summer ends. Who knew? This smells so beautiful. Okay, I've got something there. I don't have anything here. This is pretty, y'all. I mean, like, they just keep coming with it. And this is not a new fragrance. And like I said, I don't always get fragrances when they first hit. I'll do my little research on them. And I wait for certain things. If it's not like something that's my favorite, like a Dior fragrance or Chanel, you know, something like Jean Paul Gaultier, my favorite houses of fragrance, and those are just designers, those aren't the niche. Then I wait, because you don't really need it, but we want it. And it's not necessary to just grab, you know, if you don't. Girl, hush. This is so good. This is one of those fragrances where when you spray it on, you really can't smell it. You're almost nose blind to this. It's so light. About 2 hours after wearing this, shock. It pops up out of nowhere. It does that peekaboo effect that I've shared with you guys before, where you go, I can't smell my perfume. I done put on some perfume today. I can't smell myself. What is the deal? And out of nowhere, you will get a beautiful blast of this fragrance, you guys. At least that's how it pops out on me. Absolutely gorgeous. Totally worth it. You could probably find this at one of your discounter stores. If not, you can go online and find this fragrance for a really, really affordable price. Don't pay more than like $35-$40 for it, because I know for sure you can find it for a little bit less than that. $30 or less, you can find this. You should be able to find this. Gorgeous, gorgeous Calvin Klein fragrance. CK1 Shock. Shocked your girl. Very, very good. Get you some. I don't know. He asked the girl how deep is her love. I think he asked too many questions, if you want to know my opinion. The next fragrance on the list here, I gotta stay focused, y'all. That water getting to me. This is another fragrance offering from from Lattafa. This is Sublime Lattafa by D. Oud. You're familiar with the packaging. I had to go ahead and pop her open. This is so beautiful, you guys. I'm not taking her out of her fragrance coffin. I'm just going to bring it in close so you can actually see. You can see the detail. The exact same detailing as all of the by D. Oud fragrances. I'm going to let you know right off the bat that this is my favorite out of the original. Amethyst Sublime so far is my favorite. This is such a beautiful fragrance. This is one of those fragrances that I really haven't worn yet. I sprayed out on it to test it out, to give my thoughts back to the company on what I think about this fragrance, but I haven't worn this yet. Absolutely gorgeous. If you are thinking about getting this and you haven't pulled the trigger on that one, I highly recommend that you add Sublime by DL Oud to your collection. This is by far my favorite. I love the original. I love Amethyst. But this one right here, you guys, is my favorite out of all of them. And it's all according to taste. Now, I'll share something with you. You can wear all three together and have a bombshell of a fragrance. Beautiful evening out, beautiful evening in. If you hanging out with yourself and you just want to smell good, by DL Oud, the original, by DL Oud Amethyst, and by DL Oud Sublime, all three of them layered together, get you some. So before I move on to our final fragrance, our most important fragrance, not most important, but it's the one that I've been waiting on, honey. And I said, girl, you're gonna have to do, that's gonna have to be the birthday fragrance, girl. One of them anyway. I wanted to show you guys what the actual bottle of this fragrance looks like. As I shared with you before, I haven't opened this one up yet because I still have a little bit of juice. As you can see, I have a little bit of juice still left in this one. But look at how cute this bottle is. And I love antique-ish fragrance bottles, as well as the newer ones, how they create and come up with them. Love this bottle. And I wanted to show you guys how pretty that is. This is so good, you guys. Like I said, if you love those fragrances that I mentioned, Opium YSL, if you love the scent of spices, sexy rose, beautiful, deep, sultry, seductive fragrances, like hypnotic poison, get you some. You are in for a treat. When I first got that for the price, I could not believe how good it smells and how long it lasts from beginning to end. From wherever you're going to when you get back home, the fragrance stays the same on me. I love it. It's so beautiful. Now, moving on to our last fragrance for my birthday fragrance shares. This is a fragrance that I don't know what took me so long to add this fragrance. One of the reasons is probably because I really don't need them. And so when I buy fragrances or add them to my collection, a lot of times I'll wait for like a special occasion, like Mother's Day or Christmas, after everybody else got their stuff. You know, things like that. Sometimes they have really good prices on fragrances around Father's Day time, around Easter time, or Resurrection Sunday time, or what we observe as those times. Then those are times when it's really good to buy things as far as fragrances are concerned, because you can find really good deals on them. But this one, I gotta have this. I just want one little tree, two little trees, three little trees, four little trees, just one, just two, just three. I mean, you know, we ain't getting no younger. This fragrance, I haven't worn for so long, you guys, and I had to have it. This one is Furiosa Fendi, and this is an old school fragrance, but I had to have this. It smells so good. I really, really love this. All of the Fendi fragrances that I've ever had, I've always loved them. I don't know if I shared with you guys, but the first time I got a Fendi fragrance, I found it at a secondhand shop. So, you know, I love to thrift shop. I haven't been in a while. Maybe almost like a year and a half, maybe 2 years I haven't been thrift shopping. But I love, that's one of my hobbies. And one time I was bumming around in one and found a bottle of original Fendi fragrance. Well, one of the originals. And that's what made me fall in love with the House of Fragrance, because it's so good. It was a little bitty bottle of it, but it lasts so long. And at that time, I really wasn't like layering and doing all that extra stuff. I would probably only throw in fragrance if I was really going somewhere. And at that time, I never really went anywhere, if you know what I'm saying. But that's what kind of made me interested in their fragrances. You guys, this is such a beautiful fragrance. I mean, like, I don't even know what to tell you. I love the bottle. I love the bottle. I love the design. This is the top of the bottle. The atomizer on the fragrance is absolutely gorgeous. The design of this fragrance is so gorgeous. I keep her in the box because I've only worn it once. And I think that was on my birthday. But this is such a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. The sprayer on that is absolutely gorgeous. It's pretty from beginning to end. If you're just looking for something really, really sophisticated, this could easily be an everyday fragrance. Depending on how you dress for work, you could get away with wearing this fragrance if you work in an area or atmosphere where you're not allowed to wear fragrances. It has a cleanness to it where if you spray very lightly, you'll know that you have something on. And it's only if somebody is really in close proximity of you will they know that you're wearing something. Beautiful fragrance. I highly recommend adding this one to your collection if you don't already have Furiosa by Fendi. This is the Eau de Parfum. I really, really like this fragrance. This is by far one of my favorite fragrances that I've been sent this year. I really, really love this. I would love to have a larger bottle. This is a 1.7. When I spray out on this maybe once or twice, she's gonna need a new bottle, you guys. Love this fragrance. Well, that's all that I wanted to do today, was just come on and share my birthday fragrances with you guys. I promised you that I would do that. And I was super excited to do it. I had to organize them. Then I had a lot of other things going on, and I just couldn't dig myself up to come on and share those. But I owe that to you guys. I'm really, really grateful for all of my new subscribers. Welcome. We are super glad to have you. I hope that you get inspired. You are welcome to inspire me and encourage me. I welcome any and all comments, so we keep it positive over here. Love and light. This is your girl, Color Me Bad Lynn again. Thank you guys for watching. I greatly appreciate all of your love and your support. Peace, love, joy, and happiness. Until the next video.